I took this online fitness coach from inconsistent 2K months to 10K month in less than 4 months. And we didn't work more hours, we didn't post more content, we didn't do more cold outreach. In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what we changed and why that shift made all the difference. Before I met Yusuf, my goal was simple. Help him reach consistent 10K months, build a business he actually felt aligned with, install real systems so he wasn't relying on motivation. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 key decisions we made and why these decisions matter. So quickly about myself, my name is Oscar Charland and I'm an online fitness coach for the last 4 years. I built a successful fitness coaching business that generated 20K months, and now I have helped many other clients like Yusuf, Nelly, Ralph, as well build a successful fitness coaching business. But a couple of years ago, I was working in Amazon factory from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 5 times a week and absolutely was hating my life. But throughout the years, investing thousands into coaches, mentors, I gained the knowledge. I've also spent 40,000 in ads, probably have burned half of the money. I was building a business as well that was not aligned with me. So last year, I decided to stop it and build actually a business that's super aligned and authentic, that gives me energy and that gives me purpose. And I don't have to do selling, I don't need to do chasing, clients come to me. And that's exactly what I'm now helping to others, and that's exactly what I have helped to Yusuf. So when Yusuf came to me 4 months ago, he was making maybe around 0 to 2,000 per month. If he was lucky, he made 2,000 a month. Some months he made 0. He was completely inconsistent. He was targeting people struggling with addictions, helping busy professionals like thousands, if not millions of other coaches. He was spending hours doing cold outreach every single day. He had like 7,000, 8,000 followers, but most of them were from his old music content days. He was posting consistently, but without structure, getting maybe 500 to 800 views. His close rate was probably below 10%. And there was no system, no clarity, no daily plan. And fast forward 4 months later, Yusuf, this month, like March, made almost his first 10K month, which was 9,350. That's only from the new clients that came. If we count like the old clients, monthly recurring, then he officially hit 10K month. But what we did, we niched down specifically to help busy Muslim men because he's really deep in his faith. And now people are reaching out to him, warm leads. His content now has a structure. He got to some posts 50, 80,000 organic views. He's grown double his followers. Before that, he was 7,000, 8,000 followers. Now he's 17,000 followers. He has a real sales structure and can actually close deals. Now more confident. And for the first time, he knows exactly what to do day to day. So the game plan, how we did it, we're building this around 5 main decisions. First of all, alignment. Second is content ecosystem. Third is ads. Fourth is structured appointment system. And fifth, sales process. So number 1, the most important piece that every coach has to do is build a business actually that's aligned. I see so many fitness coaches make this mistake. They just copy each other, or I help busy professionals choosing the same niche as everyone else. But your life is so unique, right? Like you need to build business that's aligned. So with Yusuf, he struggled with addictions in the past, so he felt called to help those people. But reality, like if you also look the people who have some addictions, the homeless people, right? Like they don't have money because they're spending money on their addictions, and and they are financially unstable. And if you're positioning yourself purely as a fitness coach, it becomes very difficult to solve a problem that's deeper than fitness. So Yusuf was chasing leads. He was doing cold outreach daily and felt burned out. So when he signed up with me, I interviewed him deeper about his life, and what stood out was this: his faith is strong. He's practicing Muslim. It's a core part of his identity. So I thought, why are we ignoring that? Why not build around busy Muslim men who want to get in shape? Because that niche is strong in faith, right? They're super disciplined men. They need someone as an example, to be an example. And that also allows Yusuf to be way more authentic. And that was the number one decision. It was not just changing a niche. It was strategy towards alignment and profitability. Because people don't buy just information, people buy from people. And when you do this the right way, when you're aligned in your business, people just want to work with you. They're gonna come to you, and that's what's happening now to Yusuf. Second thing, what we developed for Yusuf was content ecosystem. Before, he was posting generic fitness content, which meant he was attracting everyone. And when you attract everyone, you attract people who can't pay. And that's what exactly happens to these big influencers who have 100,000 followers or million followers. Most of them are not making any money, actually, because they try to pleasure everyone. So we stopped creating broad motivation fitness content, and as you can see, before the shift, his content was getting 500, 800 views, if lucky, maybe 1,700. But this was kind of average, 600, 900. So instead, we built content specifically for busy Muslim men. We spoke about discipline through faith, strength as a responsibility, and just being as an example to these men. And now, instead of attracting broke people struggling with addictions, he started attracting disciplined men with careers, responsibilities, and real pain points. But also people who were able to invest, and you can see his content changed a lot. 60,000 views, 139, 188,000 views, right? And now he's like kind of the lowest performing is 1,007. You can see such a big change. And his following count doubled. Now he has 17,000 followers of Muslim men that sees Yusuf as an example because he's super aligned in his business. And third, ads. Yusuf had never run ads before. But here's the thing, ads are one of the most efficient and predictable ways to accelerate growth when your positioning is clear. Organic builds authority, ads adds the fuel on top of it. Instead of hoping the algorithm pushes content, we send targeted traffic directly to his page, specifically for busy Muslim men. And now we had control. We literally started small with just $10 a day. And now we're getting 30 to 50 followers per day, around 30 cents per following, and about $37 per booked call, which is insanely efficient for coaching business. As you can see, ad spend $150. He generated $4,000 with that. That's crazy. That's 27 return on investment. And that's what happens when you have clear niche, plus paid traffic, predictable growth. And most coaches think, running ads is so complicated. I need to go in Facebook Ads Manager. But when you do the right system, like, it's so simple. It's so simple. And the fourth thing that we did is structure appointment system. We implemented a structure appointment system in his business. Before, everything was random. Cold DMs, some calls, no real tracking, no predictability. And when you're doing cold outreach, you're messaging to random people. Yes, you can book calls, but those people have no idea who the hell you are. And the sales is just going to be so hard. But now we build a clear path. We have traffic, we have profile, we have ads, we have qualifications, we book calls. And instead of Yusuf manually chasing conversations, we implemented a system that qualifies and books calls consistently. And to make it even more efficient, we brought in appointment setter. So Yusuf don't go in DMs at all. He has a person that actually goes in his DMs and saves him probably 3 to 4 hours a day. He's not spending hours in DMs. Calls are pre-qualified. His time is protected. The pipeline is measurable. And this removed even more stress and increased conversion consistency. And last but not least, the sales process. Before all of this, Yusuf was relying on cold outreach, which meant most of the people he spoke to didn't even know him. They weren't warmed up, they weren't educated, they weren't aligned, so naturally selling felt hard. His close rate was probably under 10%. And he always was focusing, chasing just clients, just chasing. And once kind of sales came into business, he was actually struggling to close leads. And I see many coaches make this mistake as well. And this is exactly what happened to me as well. When I went my coaching program from $1,000 to $3,000, I went to sales calls and I got 12 no's in a row in my high ticket sales, and that was a humbling experience, because before that I was just always focusing on marketing, content, chasing clients, and I never thought sales is a problem. And this exactly happened to Yusuf, and I see many coaches make the same mistake. So I gave him my six-figure sales process system, the same structure that helped me scale to six figures. And now he wasn't just having conversations, he was leading structured calls. He had clear agenda, clear diagnosis, clear gap, clear solutions, and his close rate jumped to 20-30%. Not because he became pushy, but because he finally was speaking to the right people with the right structure. So here's what happened after implementing these 5 decisions. Within 4 months, Yusuf hit his first 10K month. He had his first 5K week, and this wasn't coming from crazy ad spend either. We were only maybe spending $200-$300 per month. But the numbers only tell part of the story. The real shift was this: he finally had breathing room. He was able to go on vacation with his girl, actually to switch off, and then he came back and closed another 4K deal. That's when you know it's working. It's not just about making money when you're working. It's about the business operating even when you're not in survival mode. Looking back, here's what stood out to me. When you build a business that's actually aligned with who you are, everything changes. The content becomes easier, the messaging becomes clearer, the clients becomes better, and the business starts to feel lighter. It's not forced anymore. If we were to do this again with Yusuf, honestly, we would made the niche and alignment decision earlier, probably in the first week, because that was the foundation for everything else. And I want to say this clearly: all credit goes to Yusuf. He executed, he showed up, he applied everything. I gave him the structure and guidance, but he did the work, and that's why this worked. And I hope the lesson for you today was simple. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things, it's the right order. So if you're watching this and you want to build something similar, not just chasing quick money, but actually build a business that's aligned with who you are, and this approach resonated with you, send me a DM on Instagram with the word align, so I know that you came from this video, and we can have a conversation and see if this makes sense to work together.